Shalom all, this is Mike. I want to do a quick video. We want to talk about a subject today that is confusing, maybe. I don't think it's confusing. I think it's a good topic we need to talk about. And it's one about the statement that Rabbi Meir says that whence do you know that even a non-Jew who studies the Torah is equal to the high priest? From the following verse, you shall therefore keep my statutes and my ordinance, which if a man do, he shall live by them. Leviticus 18:5. It does not say, if a priest, Levite, or Israelite do, he shall live by them. But a man here, then you can learn that even a non-Jew who studies Torah is equal to a high priest. Now, what are they saying here? Obviously, they're not saying that a non-Jew is equal to that of the high priest as far as their duties. Because we know the high priest had such a mission and duty that they had to do. For instance, when it was their time to serve in the Holy of Holies, they were kept up all night long by their friends to ensure that they had pure thoughts and clean thoughts, and everything they did had to be perfection. If it wasn't perfection, they would actually die from not being ready to present the offerings that was required by them. So, what are we saying here? That's a pretty high standard right there that the high priest had to follow, in the importance of Israel, of the high priest to be pure and everything before the Creator. What this is saying is, and this is my understanding and backed by some great inspiration that I've learned through oral tradition and everything, is when a Jew is created, you've heard the term that they have two souls. They have one soul that's the animalistic soul, and the other one is the Torah soul that achieves to elevate and to bring goodness upon this world. Well, the non-Jew has the animal soul, but at the expense of when they start studying the 7 laws of Noah, when they start actually reading and taking upon these 7 laws, and they start living by them, and they start changing their lives and start transforming who they are, their character, their ego, and stuff like that, their soul starts to rise. In other words, they don't maintain that animal soul. And when I say an animal soul, you must understand that the animal soul is not a bad thing. The animal soul is what keeps us full, keeps us populated, keeps us defense, keeps us from being robbed, go to war. The animal soul has its purpose. If it wasn't for the animal soul, we would not survive, because we wouldn't eat. We wouldn't produce children. We wouldn't defend ourselves if somebody done something. So really, the animal soul has a major purpose. But when you take upon the 7 laws, when you start reading on the 7 laws, and you start elevating yourself, your soul starts extending upward to where it starts receiving Torah goodness. You start understanding good things. You start elevating your thoughts. You start elevating your thought process, your lifestyle, your choices, your attitude. Everything starts to climb. So what I'm saying is what I'm talking about here, saying that a non-Jew who studies Torah is equal to a high priest, because in the same intent that the high priest has to live and study and be prepared before they give the offering in the temple, so must a non-Jew is in study and in tune step with these 7 laws to bring goodness to the world and have change within themselves. No, we're not equal to high priests physically. No non-Jew is going to walk in and do a sacrifice in the temple. That'd be crazy. But their elevate of study and preparation of goodness, and their elevation of being above the normal person who's just living by their animal spirit is as important, because as you elevate your thought process in your mind, and as you elevate your studies, and as you elevate your goodness that you do, the mitzvahs that you do, and as you start changing who you are, you become basically a high priest to the nations around you. Not in accordance to the temple. I'm not talking about that. But you become a light. You become that intercessor, to say a better word, that they can see the Creator through you, and they want to elevate themselves because of your goodness. When they see a change within you, when they see you doing good deeds, when they see you stop hating and backbiting and gossiping, and they see you stop fighting and competition and all this stuff, and they see you stop hoarding money and hoarding food, and all of a sudden you turn around and you start giving it away, and you start feeding people, and you start doing these things, it can create a change. Just as when the high priest offered a sacrifice and it was accepted, the people knew, they knew the Creator had visited, and they know the Creator listened. In the same way, that happens when you change your lifestyle and when you change the way that you live and you elevate yourself to the point that they see the Creator in you. They see the Creator answers because you've stepped up and done the 7 laws. I hope this makes sense to you, because once you understand these 7 laws and these 7 laws become part of your life, you can still keep on going up. There's more things you can do. You can still, take upon other laws, because, the sages tell us that if a non-Jew wants to take on the 613, there's no prohibition with that, except that they say they don't have to. And they also say once they start, they don't stop doing it as to create a new religion. But the fact of the matter is we need to fall in love and with these 7, and we need to let these 7 laws change who we are, change our actions, change our mindset, change the way we live, change the way we pursue the Creator, change the way we treat our brother man. We need to let these 7 change everything. And once we start changing and we see the 7 laws take full effect within our lives, then we can go on to Sinai and have our Sinai experience. But look how long it took from Adam to Moses to get that right, to get that correct. So don't be in a rush to try to push through the 7, to bypass them and everything and start doing things you shouldn't be doing yet. Be grounded, be firm on the statutes of the 7. And when you see the 7 start changing in your life, then it's time to start moving on. But I'm telling you, I've got so much more in my life to change, so much more elevation that I need to change in my life and understanding and see how the Creator has done things in the past. In other words, what I'm saying is I'm stuck in Genesis. I ain't got time for Exodus and other things right now. I'm still in the Genesis walk of learning the Creator's will and purpose within my life. I hope this makes sense. I hope that it inspires someone today that your 7 laws that you're given is not a step down. It's not a secondary. It's not a second-class citizen, or you're put off. It's that the Creator truly wants you to understand who He is, connect with Him, and see those 7 infiltrate your life. And then from that moment on, you can move forward. But buddy, I'm telling you something. I've been on this walk for some time, and I'm still learning within these 7. So I hope you have a great day. I encourage you, study the 7 laws. Fall in love with the 7 laws. Get in touch with the Creator. Learn His ways, and have a blessed day. Thank you.